I discovered jiu-jitsu through combatives in the Air Force. So I started doing grappling in the Air Force years and years ago when I first joined in 2004. And then I just showed up at a gym and was like, hey, I'd like to do this. And that it was actually some rink-a-dink little karate gym. It had like a little jiu-jitsu program on the side. And then I just started doing it. So Taikai was actually recommended to me by a member of my gym where I started in Rochester, which was Synthesis Jiu-Jitsu with Casey Lamb and Colin Schrader. So a guy named Halim was like, you should go to Taikai since you're moving to Syracuse. And the first day I got here, my first roll was with Big Ed, who popped one of my intercostals. And then I rolled with Tomas, who used to be here, and a bunch of other killers. And I was just like, all right, this is great. This is exactly where I'm coming from in Synthesis, where guys were just beating the crap out of me, and this is where I want to be. So it was exactly what I was looking for. Taikai is a kind of a jewel, right? Because it has a mix of people. It has a mix of people who take it really seriously. You have a mix of people who are really casual. And then you have everywhere in between, which has always been nice. It's not about everybody else. It's about your own personal journey and everyone around you kind of being a part of that and having the grace to be a part of that. My favorite thing about jiu-jitsu is the honesty in it, right? How honest it is. When you get on the mats, it doesn't matter what your belt is. It doesn't matter how your day was. It doesn't matter how anything was. You're only as good as you are. And I appreciate that kind of that level of clarity that it brings every time that I step onto the mats. Because I think everyone should have something like that in their life where they can kind of confront their strengths and weaknesses and moments of doubt and moments of hardship. I'm not getting my black belt because of all the individual work I've done. I'm getting my black belt because of all the people who've kind of lifted me up on their shoulders. And I take that seriously. I'm pumped for it. I'm pumped for the experience. I'm tremendously thankful. I've thought about this consistently about how thankful I am in terms of the community, which I teach on Mondays, and I want to expand that portfolio. I like teaching. Teaching has been something I've really enjoyed in jiu-jitsu. It's allowed me to take kind of my obsession with techniques and positions and kind of actually go through why I do the things that I do, and people seem to appreciate that and they have fun with that. So, because I'm a little crazy and wild and jump up and down and yell fun things. So in a nice way. But yeah, so that's my plan after I get my black belt, is just teach and have fun doing it.
So Josh started with 2016, but he was already a blue belt, right? And stuff like that, right? And poor Josh for his purple belt test. So he was getting deployed and for his, right when we were having the purple belt. So he had to do his test all by himself. And it was far worse because he had no rest. I mean, usually purple belt, you have a partner and you're demoing techniques like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He had to go straight, and it was that's probably one of the harder ones, wasn't it? The purple belt.
Everyone lined up to kill me.
Yeah, and everyone lined up like to kill him. But Josh, I've seen so much, like actually all these guys' improvement. He was and so much growth, especially when he was abroad and he had to run a jiu-jitsu program with a lot of guys that were just like rough, beginners but rough guys, and just, working his fundamentals, when he was gone. Josh came to us, if you don't know, from Rochester originally, was a blue belt from Rochester, but he's part of our family now. Luca's right here too, right? If you grapple Luca today, he's a killer. And today he's becoming a black belt. Yeah. I don't know if I checked you. I didn't check you.
Really quick, I just want to say thank you to everyone that I've instructed, because I've started teaching more, and it's something that really pulls at me and I really love. But I want to thank three people. One is my son, who has kept me kind of here, and I've been a big part of his journey, and that's been everything to me. And I want to thank two people really. After I got back from my 2018 deployment, I was really fucked up. And these two people kept me grounded and came up to me and really worked with me to kind of, because I almost quit because I was that fucked up. So I want to say a big thank you to Rob Solano, right down there, also getting his black belt with me. without him coming up to me and going like, "Hey, Josh, you look really fucked up," I don't know if I would have stuck around. And then of course Dennis, the killer that he is, for making me one of his guys and really being a mentor to me throughout the years. Big thank you to him, and he's again one of the best instructors. I've been all over the place, the best instructor I've ever had. And of course Ken for having this group of people. Thank you so much.